As a music producer, you know that controlling the velocity of MIDI notes is crucial in creating dynamic and expressive performances. Luckily, Ableton Live's Velocity MIDI Effect offers a powerful tool to shape and control the velocity data of your MIDI notes. Unlike the previous four MIDI effects in Live, which focused on controlling pitch information, Velocity is all about velocity data. Think of it like a compressor or scale plugin for velocities. The grid display looks similar to the display used in the scale device. The input velocities are mapped across the x axis, while the output velocities are on the y axis. By default, there is a straight line from the bottom left corner of the grid to the upper right corner of the grid. This means that every input velocity maps to the same output velocity, effectively raising the volume of notes played quietly while leaving loud notes undercharged. However, decreasing the drive knob below zero has the opposite effect, mapping loud input velocities to lower output velocities. This results in only the loudest input notes, leaving the plugin with high velocities. The comp knob, short for compend, meaning compression slash expansion, is like the drive knob but creates two curves instead of one. Turning this knob up past zero exaggerates the velocity curve by making quiet notes quieter and loud notes louder. Lowering the comp knob below zero has the opposite effect, forcing more of the values to the middle of the range. One thing to note is that, like the pitch effect, the velocity effect changes the notes fed into an instrument. Thus, increasing the comp knob will not make the part sound compressed, as it would if you placed a compressor after the instrument. It will merely limit the velocities sent to the instrument while the instrument continues to output an uncompressed sound. The random knob defines a range of randomness that can be applied to the incoming velocities. As this knob is increased, a gray area will form on the grid showing all the possible velocities that may result from the random factor. The out high and out low knobs determine the highest and lowest velocities that will be output from the effect. The range and lowest values work like their counterparts in the pitch and scale effects. The clip, gate, and fixed buttons determine the action taken when an input velocity is outside of the operation range set by the range and lowest values. In clip mode, any velocity outside of the range will be bumped into range. The gate mode will only allow notes with velocities within the range to pass. Fixed mode will force every incoming velocity to be set to the value determined by the out high knob. Finally, the operation menu can be used to specify whether the effect should process the incoming note's velocity, release velocity, or both. In summary, Ableton Live's Velocity MIDI Effect is a powerful tool that offers a variety of options to shape and control the velocity of your MIDI notes. Whether you're looking to add more dynamics to your performance or create a more uniform velocity, Velocity has got you covered. This effect is a great addition to your music production toolbox and can really enhance the expressiveness and creativity of your music. I hope this video has been helpful in explaining the features and benefits of Ableton Live's Velocity MIDI effect. Don't hesitate to give it a try and see how it can take your music production to the next level.